So welcome back on the Kent coast to coast. It's another week and I'm almost back on the trail. So I've taken a train to Borough Green, which took me an hour and a half, can you believe it? I'm walking through Platt to get back to the Weald Way and then hopefully walking on to Tonbridge. And I've got a special guest today, obviously. Come on then, let's go. So it's a bit of a challenge. I'm going to have to carry him probably sections of it and stop him sniffing things and doing that, otherwise I'll never get there. I've already seen places I've not been to before. Lovely village here, Platt. Different train lines I didn't even know existed. Here's a traditional oast house for the hops that I was telling you about last week. So back on the bridleway now and just about to join the main trail finally. But I don't mind, it's all about being outdoors, isn't it? So however far I get, that's how far I get, and I'll figure out how to get back somehow. And Xiwang's enjoying it. It's his first time coming on a trail. So I don't know how far he's going to be able to go. It does make it a little bit more difficult. But once he starts going, he's fine. In fact, he's got a good pace actually, he keeps me going. Been a long time coming, but here's the first sign, back on the trail finally. Okay, then let's go. Tonbridge, here we come. So we're finally settling down on the trail now. Come on. So we're starting to cover some miles. It's a great feeling, isn't it? It's a lot of preparation. The hardest bit is the start of these trails and getting back on the trail, and often the end as well, trying to find your transport. But with a bit of persistence it's possible. You just have to sort of, I know, just appreciate the time you're outdoors, and it's always worth it. I mean, now I've got lovely woodlands to look at, walking along this woodland, then open fields on this side, and the North Downs there in the background. Yeah, so we're just enjoying this. Well, it's lovely and quiet on this walk, not many people about. I've only seen 2 other people so far. It's great fun with Xiwang, but you do have to try and keep him moving, otherwise we'll never get there. And I tend to pick him up probably every 15 minutes and probably carry him for at least 10 minutes, so he's not walking the whole distance. So hopefully he'll make it to Tonbridge. I mean, small dogs aren't really, I suppose, supposed to do huge distances, so it's only fair that I carry him part of it. But he is good, but he's still learning. And it's, you know, it's relaxing walking with a dog, and it's good company, isn't it, out here? Come on, we've got to make some ground up here. We need to get a bit more progress, so Xiwang's gone in the bag. He hasn't been in here for a while, so he's grown. You okay? But he needs a bit of a rest, maybe for half an hour, so he won't be in the bag too long, but maybe let me do a couple of miles. Get a few miles behind us. And then you can come at the bag again, okay? When you're preparing for a hike, you do need to carry a bit of weight, so this is my preparation. Like, Xiwang is now 3 kilos. My base weight has gone up by at least 3 kilos at the moment. It's still lightweight, but at least it puts a bit of extra weight on your legs to train them up to do some multi-day hikes. You okay, Xiwang? Okay. You can come out the back soon. It's not a bad way to travel, is it? So I made it to Gover Hill, National Trust land, and there's some lovely views to the right there, looking down towards, I presume it's still towards the South Downs. There you go, beautiful view of the Kent Weald. It's basically in between the North Downs on the right hand side and the South Downs on the left hand side. In the woodland for the first hour and a half. Now opening up, and it's a lovely footpath, bridleways, no traffic off the road, and not a soul, and it's a Saturday. So really nice. It just feels like you've escaped everything for a few hours, and it's quite rewarding because this one, I like this type of walk because I'm going from the Kent coast to the Sussex coast. So walking up, and you see everything that's in between, just makes me so grateful I live somewhere where we have freedom to do this in England, and we can go on these footpaths and just roam and walk really at our heart, you know, to our heart's content. There's no limit to what you can do. All these footpaths, they're all free. You just got to get to them, which can be tricky, and then you enjoy all this. And I just love to explore and go beyond, you know, beyond where I'm familiar. He's out the bag, more energy. We all need a bit of a rest sometimes. Do you think the white dog's going to go through that? I don't think so. Look at the state of this. Yep, I'm going to have to pick you up now. Otherwise you're not going to be a white dog anymore. Come on. That's it. Let's have a go at this then, shall we? It's like a river. Ooh, don't want to fall in this. That's a shot. We're through. Weald Way this way. Some converted oast houses. Look at that. He's picked up the pace now. It's difficult for me to keep up, but he's pulling me along. I think it's because there's another dog there. But long may it last. So easy to do, but I've taken the wrong turn, and I'm a little bit off the Weald Way now. But what I'm going to do is, because I've checked the route for the Weald Way, it goes away from Tonbridge and then it comes all the way back along the River Medway, which, to be perfectly honest, I've done the River Medway walk before. I'll put a link above. It would literally take me hours and hours and hours, doing like a huge circuit almost. I'm a little bit pushed for time today because I've got to get ready to go away next week. I'm going to follow this way, which is a more direct route to Tonbridge. So I still get to Tonbridge, I'm still doing the Kent coast to coast, but I'm cutting off quite a big dog leg, which I've already done before. There's no rules in this sort of thing. You just have to make a way of doing a route. You haven't got to follow it absolutely. Sometimes you have to modify it slightly. It's the spirit of the path rather than the letter of the path. So I've hit the main road and I'm getting out of here now. Going to Hadlow. And there's a bus stop there. I'm going to check the timetable because this might just save the day walking down a busy road. Well, it appears to be every half an hour, so I might be in luck here. be a bit me.